Good evening, everyone. This is the press conference for Spain-Greece. Spain winning 73-71 to advance to the semifinals of the Eurobasket. Before we get started, this press conference will be in English, and can you please keep your mobile phones on silent, and also do not walk down the middle aisle since we've already started. So if you're going to come in, please have a seat over on this side or go around the other side to sit down. Kostas, if you could just give us a comment, please.
We played hard tonight. Spain did too. It was a hard-fought battle on both ends. I felt like we came out in the third quarter and we stepped it up as a team. Just some things didn't come towards our way in the fourth quarter. But that's basketball. It's competitive, and it's one of those things, you hold your head up high, you keep moving, turn the page, and you just have to learn from your mistakes and continue to push forward.
Thank you, Kostas. Coach Fotis Katsikaras.
Yeah, well, we knew that was a 40-minute game, and whatever that was discussed, and we read who is the favorite, how is Spain, how is Greece. We knew, and we were expecting a very, very tough game from them, and in general, because in 40 minutes you play for your qualification, first of all, with the chances, for the pre-Olympic in the beginning, like one of our goals. And second, the chances you can have to fight to play a semifinal for the medals. We were expecting a good version from Spain because still they hadn't played a big game, or they haven't played a game with continuity during the 40 minutes. I think we did a good job in general on defense, but some details. First of all, the pick-and-roll defense in the second quarter hurt us a lot. And we improved. We played much better in the third quarter and in general in the second half. Some rebounds, some missing free throws. Those details decide those games. I'm proud of my players because they did the best until the last second. This is the character this team has. We're very hurt because we really believe we were in a good shape. We really believe that we can beat and we can go to the semifinal. On Thursday, we can be on the semifinal on Thursday. But at the other end, like Costa said, and this is a game, 40 minutes, and unfortunately, Spain, the coin, go for them. They did a good job, absolutely, but also we were unlucky of some moments, and that we could be more effective, and we could have more chances to win the game.
Okay, thank you, Fotis. If you have a question, raise your hand, and I'll get a microphone to you. And please identify yourself. Are there any questions for Fotis or for Kostas? If not, okay. Sorry, I didn't see. There you are. I apologize. Please identify yourself.
Aris Barkas from TV. This is a question for Kostas. Kostas, do you feel that maybe the Greek team respected more than it should the Spanish national team in the first half?
Say that question again. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
Did you respect it more than you should the Spanish national team in the first
Should we
half?
respected Spain more
No,
as we should?
I think he's asking you if you respected them too much.
Too much, yes.
In the first, if you showed them too much respect in the first half.
I don't think. We show us respect to our opponents. We don't disrespect any of our opponents, but I felt like we did play hard. It's just like what Coach Katsikaris said. We just didn't do some things right defensively, and that was the main key point for the first half. But the third quarter, we stepped it up defensively.
Okay. Any more questions? Yes, right here, please.
Karol Śliwa, MVP Magazine from Poland. Down the stretch, referees called 3 times traveling against you. There were 50-50 situations. What's your comment on that?
I don't like to talk about really, and it's not the right moment to talk about the decision of the referees. As far as the criteria, if they should call, Pau Gasol 2-3 times the same, exactly the same, NBA, whatever. We'll call, these NBA steps, but I know it was a crucial moment, and Giannis over there on the fast break to tie the game, to close the game, but unfortunately twice, yeah. But I'm not at this moment, I don't want to make any comment about the referees. I'm sorry.
Okay. Any more questions? No. So if Kostas, thanks very much. Fotis, if you could just exit down this right aisle to go out that back way. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the second part of tonight's press conference after the quarterfinal between Spain and Greece. I confirm the score, Spain bet Greece 73-71. For Spain, I welcome Nikola Mirotic and head coach Sergio Scariolo. I remind you that the official part of this press conference will be held in English. Both the player and the coach will remain at your disposal for questions in Spanish afterwards. Nikola, congratulations on your win tonight. Could you please share your thoughts on the game?
Thank you. First of all, congratulations to the Greece team. They played great game. We know that was really a tough game for us, and we know they're gonna be the most important team. I think our defense, because all this tournament we played great offense, except the first game against Serbia. So we know that we should give every player one more step and defense, trust each other, play hard, and we are really happy because it's really important game for us. And right now we just need to be focused, try to rest, and think on the next game, on the semi-final, because this is just one more step. I think that we deserve that game because all what we support during this tournament. So keep fighting. We are happy to be in the semi-final, but now we need to focus on the next game.
Thank you, Nikola. Coach Scariolo, your thoughts on the game, please.
Yeah, good evening. I agree with Nico. We played against a really tough team, full of talent, full of great players, full of top European and world players with a solid organization. And we basically managed the tempo of the game throughout most part of the game. Our first half was very solid, very smart. They came back as a really proud team like they are, with many proud players, good as well, of course, basketball-wise, in the first 5 minutes of third quarter. But very pleased of how we came back between the end of third quarter, holding there, and the beginning of the fourth without Pau on the court, with a strong help of our the rest of the guys, and then we get back. We managed to have a solid lead back. We make a couple of stupid mistakes in the last minutes, but basically, I think we deserve it. Defense on Spanoulis was I would say a book defense. I congratulate my players for implementing the game plan and for the intensity they put on this. Of course, we lost a little bit, some rebounds, especially against a terrific athlete like Antetokounmpo, but we knew that we could take the risk. And overall, I believe that was a really smart game. Now we are in semi-final, is overcoming one of the top team of the competition, and we don't want to relax. We had to rest a little bit because the effort once again was extreme. And get ready and prepare for the next one. Whoever it's gonna be, get ready.
Thank you, Coach. We will open the floor for questions in English. Are there any questions in English? In the middle, please. L'équipe. Please, yeah. Please still introduce yourself with your
Viviane
name and
Trevisan from French newspaper L'Équipe. I have a question for Nicolas. Nicolas, you might probably play France. We'll see after, of course. What would be your thrill to play against players like Rudy Gobert, Geoffrey Loven, who played in NBA and are especially great defensive player?
First of all, we need to wait to see who will be on the semi-final. So like you guys see in first round, we played against many NBA stars, like Nowitzki, Gallinari, a lot. So we need to focus about our team, what we can do the best in that game, and of course it's exciting to play against these really good players. So, but we wanna stay focused on our basketball, and that's it.
Do we have any more questions in English? The gentleman on this side.
Stefano Benzoni from Superbasket, Italian magazine, for Sergio Scariolo. Sergio, do you feel particularly proud of this result until now, considering all the players missing in your team and considering all the problems that you have?
Well, I'm really proud of the effort my players are putting in overall. Even in those games, the beginning which we lost because we basically for small detail we allowed a few 3 points in crucial moment of the game, but the effort was there. That the togetherness has been there as it shows. We are really together in any day, practice day, game day. This is what make a coach happy, of course. Being a semi-final this year, as you correctly are saying, with so many of our main players out, is a great accomplishment. But at the same time, we don't want to take it as a goal achieved. So we want to keep fighting, and until an opponent will overcome us, we will be there.
Any more questions in English? The gentleman on the right.
Jonas Miklovas, basketnews.lt. Coach, your team will play in semifinals for 9th consecutive time. What does it say about Spanish basketball overall?
Well, of course, that's great. That's great because the result is excellent, but also because it means that the base of who's working hard, the clubs, small clubs, coaches, everybody who's working to create new players is putting a big effort there. Of course, we had a great generation or a couple of great generation linked, and that's something really unusual. Now we have to, let's say, get the best of let's say the last years of our top veteran players. At the same time, give space and give you know, the lead to our young players like Nico, for example, who's of course one of the most talented, and try to keep competitive. Probably it's not gonna be possible to reach the same goals, right? Because this would be over demanding. But I think we can stay competitive and keep showing a good basketball. Teams who play as a team in the deepest meaning of the word, this is our goal. And then I think also good result will come. Maybe not that great, but you never know. We gotta put the work there, and we'll see.
There was one more question from Mark Woods.
Mark Woods from ESPN.com. Nicola, FIBA were talking today about the new international schedule for qualifying for the next World Cup, which the qualifiers will not always involve NBA players. Would it seem strange for you to come to a finals or a tournament like this with having had other players do the work in the qualifying and then you come in to play in the finals? And Sergio, could you possibly talk about the challenge that would present for you from having one team for 2 times in the year and a different roster for the other 2 times in the year?
Well, from my standpoint, I mean, it's going to be really unusual, of course. I cannot tell you anything solid I mean, based on an experience because I never went through this situation. But from one side, this will give opportunity to our players, to our young players, new player, to our and to everybody's new player to start to make international experience. And Nico knows how important is this part of let's say the overall formation of a player, of an ambitious player who won't become a top player, because for how much talented you are, you have to put years and games, this kind of a game, for example, to grow, and those games will help for sure young player to grow. At the same time, hopefully we'll be in the same situation next year if we will be able to qualify for the Olympics. We expect that few of our players who were not here this year will come back. So make me the question in a few months. I will be more precise probably.
We have time for one more question from Andrew Johnston.
Nicola, you played alongside Pau Gasol at Chicago this season, and now working alongside him as he puts together what has been a very, very special Eurobasket. Perhaps talk a little bit about what he's brought to this team over the past 10 to 12 days and the focus with which he's attacking this campaign.
First of all, it's my pleasure to play with Pau in Chicago and now here in the Spanish national team. And of course, Pau, it's one of the best European players ever. And for me, when I'm here, I need to learn from him because he's the leader of our team, and not just on the court, outside too. So rest of the guys on the locker room, we are trying to follow Pau and everything and help him because we know how he's important for us every single game. So right now we are really close to something special, and especially in the important games, we know how Pau is important. So the most important, he's healthy. He keep playing good with his focus, and that's it. Learn and trying to help in everything.
Thanks, Nicola. We have a novelty. We will close the English part with one question from a fan on Periscope.
Yes, I have a question from a fan who would like to know. I think he would like to know how do you feel playing with Paul Gasol? The name of the fan is.
Just answer.
No, but I mean the difference between playing in a club and in a national team.
I think there's not a big difference because when you're in the team, of course, you're trying to do your best job, and with the national team, it's a little bit more different emotionally. So, but either way, this is your work when you're in the team, when you're with the national team. So I think there's not big difference.
This concludes the official English part. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Good luck for your semifinal. If the Spanish media have any questions in Spanish, they are free to approach Coach Scagliolo and Nicola.